All right, good morning, everyone. It is 8:39 in the morning of November 8th, 2022, and this is my pre-market strategy session. So, the title of today's video is Overbought in the Pre-Market. And basically, what you can see here is on the RSI, here's the 10-minute RSI, and it's close to the overbought line. And here is the 1-minute RSI, and it's close to the overbought line as well. And so this morning, what I imagine will happen is we'll get an initial boost in price. Here, let me just kind of draw it on the chart. Let's see, I'll see how accurate I can get this thing throughout the day here. Let's see. So what I imagine is going to happen is a little pop up, and then it'll come down, let's say to 266, low 266, come up again, up like this, and then let's get into afternoon. This is expert stuff here. Let's see, 12:30. It'll pop up close to the open, come back down, drift, and then head to the end of the day and start to go up. All right. Yeah, we are really close to some resistance levels, though, here on the bullish side in the short term, certainly. Let me get back to auto there. There we go. And so, be careful, as always, just, you don't want to be cocky, want to watch, keep your risk tight, like I always say. What am I doing here? Here we go. But yeah, I am short-term bullish. It looks to me, for the time being, that this entire move here from, let's say, I'll call it 409 on the Qs all the way down to, wow, 255, almost a 40% move there. For the short term, it's played out. Actually, you know what? I have a Fibonacci on this thing. Let's check out the Fibonacci. Yeah, we've gotten a pretty solid bounce. This is the 60, depending on which way you point the Fibonacci, this is either the 68.2? Gosh, I've forgotten. Let me go back. 38.2 or the 61.8, that's right. And so I think it's going to be normal to see support right in here and a little bit of a move up. I think it's short term. I don't think it lasts in the long run, but in the short term, it is perfectly normal to see this thing rally, back up a bit to the next, the previous resistance level, which should be somewhere around 305, somewhere around 300, 305 or so. So, there's the possibility. Let's go back to the daily here. Let me get rid of that Fibonacci so it's not kind of, you never want too much to be on the chart. So let's see what 305 or 305 puts us. This most recent low down here. 305 puts us at roughly a 20% rally. Wow. 20% to the upside, is just quite possible. And actually, if it rallies up to 305, it's still putting in a lower high, up there at 305, in the big scheme of things, So, actually, I have another trend line that I've been, yeah, look at that. So this topping trend line is the one I'm using for upward resistance. It would be perfectly normal to see this thing rally up here to this upward trend line right up here for the next leg down. So I think selling for the most part for the short term is exhausted, and there will be the next leg up is just going to set up for the next leg down. I am short-term bullish. Bearish is definitely the correct direction according to the trend. And statistically speaking, in trading, the trend is your friend. You want to trade in the direction of the trend. It's just in bear markets. Bear markets are a different thing, and the bear market, there's getting your face ripped off. You don't want to get your face ripped off, and bear markets definitely rip off faces. Faces definitely get ripped off during bear market rallies, certainly. So down here is not the spot where you want to start getting short. It's closer to this topping red line right up here. And look at, here's the succession of lower lows. Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. And as it makes its lows, it pops back up again. That's what is on my charts. At least that's how I'm seeing things for the most part. It is kind of scary though, because actually, look here, the VIX is really close to. You're not supposed to chart the VIX, but here it is. Here's this trend line here that starts back in October of 2021. Here we are in November of 2022. It's over a year long, and the VIX has pretty much respected this bottom support line right here. I'd love to see it break down below and get closer to 20. I don't think it gets below 20 for very long. I'd be surprised to see that, but I've been surprised many, many times on this market. So in trading over the past 3 years. So no big deal. Bitcoin now, actually, Bitcoin can be a bit of a leading indicator. And so this downward movement on Bitcoin is a bit concerning. Bitcoin is, risk on, risk off. When people are taking risk in the market, when Bitcoin is running up. So it's Bitcoin right now, there's that support area right around the mid 19,000s. And Bitcoin is right there at that price now. And it's fought over this price quite a bit in the recent history. In the past 6 months, it's fought to hold this support level. My long-term prediction, and I mean long-term as in not 5 years, but 6 months to 12 months, it's actually short-term, is that Bitcoin continues to go down. And the same is true with the Qs, actually. I think the Qs are going to follow this bottom trend line down. It's just in the meantime, in between, the troughs, there are these really rather steep peaks. So I do take, I'm not taking a lot of risk on my bullish trades, and they are fast. So I've been holding on to them for an hour, if that long, to let it play out. So, all right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I'll see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. Get out there and vote. All right, I am out.